Mark, thank you so much for doing this. This is our third year in a row with you announcing a big donation to the school district. So this year, Salesforce is giving $6 million. You're giving even more time, volunteering more employee time. Why do you keep doing this? Why San Francisco schools?
Well, like we were just talking, Emily, San Francisco is the most beautiful city in the world. I think it's the greatest city in the world, and we deserve to have the greatest K through 12 school system in the world. But as everybody knows, it's going to take everybody working together to make our public schools successful, and that includes businesses like Salesforce. Of course, a lot of our employees, because since we're the biggest tech employer in San Francisco, we're this is their kids are here, so they want to be here. They want to volunteer. They want us to give them money, and we want to do it. We want to make the K through 12 schools #1 in the country.
So what kind of progress have you seen so far? From the money you've given, where have you seen results, and where would you like to see more?
Well, what we've seen is a huge amount of engagement, especially with the principals and the superintendents and the Board of Education, and everyone really embracing this idea that there is a stakeholder involved, Salesforce, who is committed to making our public schools better in San Francisco. That has been a game changer for us. That allows us to make technology contributions, which we've done. It allows us to do volunteerism, which we've done. And it allows us to give tens of millions of dollars, which we've done. And we're just going to keep going, honestly. Yes, this is the third year, but our plan is to keep investing into the K through 12 schools in San Francisco. This is the most important thing in San Francisco. This is our kids. Right. This is our future.
And there seems to be a vast disparity between the amount of wealth in San Francisco and the amount of intellectual capital and the quality of the public school system. Why is there that difference? What's wrong?
Well, that's true throughout the whole country. For whatever reason, we have not valued our K through 12 schools in the United States as highly as we have valued our higher education system, for example. Everyone knows we have the best higher education system in the world. Well, we should have the best K through 12 education system in the world as well. And the way to do that is very, very easily, which is all the stakeholders have to get involved. The government has to be involved. The school district has to be involved. The kids have to be involved. The parents have to be involved. Businesses have to be involved. And I think that model is really happening here in San Francisco.
So what about the rest of the businesses that aren't Salesforce? Is the rest of Silicon Valley being generous enough?
Well, Silicon Valley does have an incredible history of stinginess. And so we are fighting the tide there. I agree. And but we've seen more generosity from San Francisco-based tech companies than we've ever seen from Silicon Valley-based tech companies. And you just see that across the board. The largest and most important tech companies in San Francisco are giving more than ever before. It's unprecedented. And we're encouraging not just to give money, not just to give technology, but get their employees out there and work in the schools, the hospitals, the homeless shelters, get into the community, and let's build a community here. Let's not just build a tech community.
You have everyone from Bill Gates to Mark Zuckerberg trying to reform education in their own way. How would you describe your approach? It's more of a hands-off approach compared to them.
I think that our approach, and it looks like it's a hands-off approach, which I think is really interesting, actually, because I don't think of it as a hands-off approach because we work really hand in hand, but we offer a full package. We're not just about the money, because money alone isn't going to solve anybody's problem. It's about the money, it's about technology, and it's about people. And it's about delivering a full package to the school district. That's what it's going to really take. It's going to take a huge commitment over a long period of time. Look, Emily, in our industry, and it's true right here at Presidio Middle School in San Francisco, people always overestimate what you can do in a year and underestimate what you can do in a decade. We know that. And we're taking the long view. This isn't just some seagull strategy here that we're executing. As you said, this is the third year. Actually, it's much more than that. We've been working in the San Francisco public schools for more than a decade. But the last 3 years have been the years that we've really been able to invest the most because we have an unbelievable new superintendent in San Francisco, Superintendent Carranza. And that superintendent plus our incredible mayor, Ed Lee, has really created a fertile ground for us to do more than ever before.
Apple just unveiled plans to give on the order of $100 million to public schools. What do you think of Apple's plan and Tim Cook's greater involvement?
I think it's great that Apple is going to give $100 million to public schools, but I think Apple should be giving billions of dollars to public schools, and I'll tell you why. because Apple has reaped a huge harvest from the public schools. If you go through these public school classrooms and you open up their closets, you'll find old Apple IIs, you're going to find old Macs, you're going to find old iPads. I mean, Apple has built a lot of its history on the K through 12 market, and it should be giving back in a massive way to the public schools. And I think $100 million is great, but I hope that's just a start.